Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to a very special little edition of Where the Road Rises with me, Eileen Kerlin Walsh, here at Kerlin Walsh Law. And we are bringing you this special edition today so that we can introduce you to Alison Parker of Pathlights, and she can tell you about a very special initiative she is leading for Giving Tuesday. So our audience are very familiar with Pathlights, previously PLOWS, and the wonderful work they do for the community in Palos Heights and surrounding for older adults. So Alison is currently the Resource Development Manager for Pathlights. So she is responsible for building the community and the financial support for the organization. So she handles all the donor programs, and those programs allow Pathlights the ability to serve the clients in so many different ways. So Alison has spent much of her adult life working in the nonprofit space, and she has found a perfect fit here at Pathlights, and she's going to tell us about it, and she's going to tell us more about the very special Giving Tuesday initiative. So hi, Alison, and welcome to Where the Road Rises.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Well, we're just delighted to. We love PLOWS. We love Pathlights. We are a good friend here at Kerlin Walsh Law to Pathlights, so we're delighted to be able to help in any way, and always let us know how we can do that, Alison. Let's start by talking a little bit about COVID-19 and how that impacted our older adults and what Pathlights has been able to do to alleviate the stress during the pandemic.
Yes, well, obviously it impacted our clients a lot. Many of them were already homebound and somewhat isolated. So any of the supports or, contacts that they did have, a lot of those disappeared. And so we were really, kind of put on the spot, like all of us were, right, to address those needs right away and figure out how can we still support our clients. So we were happy, we're thrilled really to say that we never had to miss any sort of service for any of our clients. We were able to continue all of that. But a lot of people's, situations changed, and all of a sudden, maybe their son or daughter who might have been helping to support, the household, now they're not working, or there's more childcare needs. And so we found that a lot of our clients, even if they weren't socially isolated or alone, they might be in a different financial situation now. And we've been getting more and more calls about, how am I going to pay for my prescriptions, or how am I going to pay for my groceries now, because I've got a less of an income for the household, and or additional expenses. We all know too, costs are rising right now.
Yes.
And so we've definitely seen just all this need in the community starting to come up. Originally in March of 2020, when we locked down, everything kind of went silent, right? No one wanted you in their house anymore. And then all of a sudden now we're seeing just more and more and more need out there in the community.
And Alison, how have you met that need?
Well, one of the things we did is we've increased our meal delivery. And so we have started to serve many more clients who, in the pandemic, they may have been able to go get their own groceries, but during the pandemic, they no longer were able, for safety reasons, to even go to the grocery store. So we're doing more meal deliveries. We increased grocery delivery in general was not something we always have done. It was really the meals themselves. So now we've gone into more meal delivery for clients who still wanted to create or cook their own food, but were unable to get to the store. We've done vaccination clinics. So that is something we were proud to do. I believe it was in May of this year. We did 2 different sessions for our clients. So those older adults who maybe can't navigate going to one of the max vaccination sites, or had trouble scheduling because they weren't really online and able to get those appointments. We made all the appointments with us right in our at our clinic. So they were able to easily get their vaccinations. We could even come out to cars for some folks if they were unable to even get out of the car. And we're also able to set up vaccinations to come into your home. So if you're homebound, we can get you a vaccination. They'll come right to your house and do it there. We're also excited because it looks like in December, I believe, we're going to be doing a booster clinic as well. So a lot of our clients who came to the first clinics are now looking for that booster and having the same complications as they did the first time. And so we're going to do a booster clinic to help them as well.
Right.
Another great thing, I was just going to say, the last thing I'm proud to say is that we've dispersed over $200,000 of additional COVID relief funding to over 500 households in the area. So again, those are 500 households that probably wouldn't have got any support had it not been, through the additional funding for the COVID relief efforts.
Absolutely amazing. I mean, those are stunning numbers, Alison. Why is community support so important to Pathlights?
It's critical. First and foremost, a couple of our programs are really reliant on volunteers. If we did not have volunteers, meals would not be getting delivered. If we did not have volunteers, our advocacy work that we do to help individuals with additional support programs, those clients would not get served. Majority of our advocacy department and work and all of our home delivered meals are done by volunteers. So, I mean, first and foremost, we just wouldn't be able to do what we do if it wasn't for the community and those volunteers. We also have a group of ambassadors, which are folks within the community, whether they're from a business or just a volunteer who's very passionate about our mission. These ambassadors are really helping us to spread the word through the community and help us make more connections to those who can help us and partner with us. So if you're passionate about our mission and you would want to be an ambassador, that's another way that we really are using the community to help us talk about what we do and get more people involved. We also work a lot with businesses and civic groups, whether their support be financial or in-kind donations. All of these things are what lay the foundation for us to really do what we do. Again, if we didn't have that community input and that community support, we definitely wouldn't be able to do all that we do. And especially we really pride ourselves on being innovative and trying to think of new and unique ways to address the challenges we're seeing with the community within the community. And so again, without that support, we really wouldn't be able to do those things.
Beautiful. And you're doing a wonderful job, Alison. So how can we help you? Tell us about your Giving Tuesday initiative coming up and how that will work and how the community can help.
Well, so for those who might not have heard of Giving Tuesday, it is a global movement where on the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, people are supposed to be inspired to give to their local community groups. And this year, Pathlights, we are hoping to raise $25,000 through Giving Tuesday through the end of the year. So we are really excited about this, but we know we need the community to be able to reach that goal. We also have a really great match that was granted to us through the RRF Retirement Research Foundation. If you donate to Pathlights between November 22nd and December 3rd, your donation will have double the impact. It will be matched dollar for dollar. So we are really excited about that as well. Some other exciting things that we'll be doing during this kind of Giving Tuesday campaign period, end of year, is we've got a new video coming out. So look for that on November 22nd. We're going to send an email and it'll be on our website, and our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. But it is a testimonial of a caregiver whose parents, she's a retired woman who became a caregiver for her parents. And she just talks about their journey and life as a caregiver and how Pathlights can support her. So we're excited for that new video and some new testimonials that will be coming out. And hopefully that will help everyone just to see how we can be a support to you or anyone else out there as you go through this aging process.
Thank you. Thank you, Alison. And Kerlin Walsh Law pledges a donation during the match period. Keep me honest, and I want someone from your office to contact us for that. And speaking of, how do we make donations? What can the community do to make the donations during the match period for Giving Tuesday?
So the easiest way really is to go to our website, pathlights.org. There's a big donate button there. You can click on that, or if you go to pathlights.org/donate, that will take you directly to the donation form. You're also able to mail a check. So feel free to do that. The address, I'll just say, is on our website. That's probably the easiest way to find the address. And also something to think about is if you have a required minimum distribution. I know people are wondering or thinking about what to do with those distributions this time of year. You can make a tax-free donation through your required minimum distribution if you so choose to. And, if you ever wanted to put Pathlights into your will, your trust, those sort of things, that is also something that you could do. You might not be able to do that during the Giving Tuesday period, but please feel free to call our offices if you ever had any questions or were interested in donating in any sort of shape, form, or function. Our number is 708-361-0219. You can call about any questions you have, not just about donating, but any of our services or programs. Our intake specialists would love to talk to you and help you figure out what's your best path.
Thank you. Oh, I love it. That's just terrific information, Alison, and I love your passion. Before we go, just two things. One, I want to know how people find out, but I think you just told us that by giving us the phone number. Two, do you have a little story that you could tell us about your work with Pathlights that illustrates the kind of value you provide to the community?
Yeah, I mean, there are so many stories out there, but one that's just recently happened was a case manager of ours who works in our adult protective services group, got a call to investigate a case of financial exploitation. She was able to jump on the situation very quickly within a couple days, did the investigative work, and was able to recover $90,000 of money that was exploited by a woman's caregiver, and bring that back to that woman. We caught it in time, so she was not out that $90,000. So my jaw dropped a little bit to hear that amount, to know that someone was trying to take that amount of money from someone, and that we were lucky enough to be fast enough to get it back for her. So
I mean, that's just touched by an angel. You really are angels in the community. Thank you so much, Alison, for everything you do. And viewers, even if we're lucky enough in life to avoid accident and illness, we will all become older adults. So an organization doing everything that Pathlights is doing to make those decades easier for us is something that should be dear to all of our hearts. So reach out for Giving Tuesday. The match period is wonderful. I feel like we're Channel 11 with our match for our donations.
Right.
Alison, reach out during that period, double the value of what you're going to give, and everyone wins. Thank you so much, Alison, for being here. Thank you, viewers, for watching, and we will see you next time on Where the Road Rises. Thanks and bye.